step one is to press on your interfacing and change your sewing stitch to about a 1.5. You're going to sew all the way around, and this smaller stitch really helps to prevent the your yarn from unraveling, as well as helps turn the edges really easily. So you're going to clip in almost to the seam, and then you're going to press or finger press all of these little clippings underneath so you have a nice smooth face to work from. Our next step is you're going to sew the face onto the body. So finding the placement, you're going to keep your stitch size quite small, and you're going to sew all around on your machine. Another step that we're doing here is we're going to prepare the ears. So I'm making a little box pleat in this, but I've decided to change the pattern. All you have to do for this one instead is to fold both edges together, and you're just going to create a nice little fold line here. So you're going to fold, sew it down, and then we're going to attach it to the body later. So here I'm just adding a tie. So I pulled the threads to the back of the fabric, and I'm just tying it in place to secure this little face on. And now we're going to sew the ears to the body. So marking the placement with your dart, with your on your pattern, and then you're just going to put the ears inward and sew this on your machine. You can also baste it by hand, and then we're going to sandwich all the layers together. So all the right sides are together, and I'm just using pins and these clips just to keep everything together. And I'm bringing this off to the sewing machine. I'm keeping my stitch size quite small because this really helps to secure everything together, and we're going to clip into all of the fabric to the stitch line afterwards. So this is going to make sure that we're having some nice smooth edges for our little lamb. So our next step here is we're preparing the little blanket, and for this, just so you know, on your pattern, I just indicated the size. There's no actual pattern piece, just save paper. And this option is also, you can make this a pacifier holder as well, and just omit the blanket. And for the pacifier holder, you're just gonna need like a little rubber band or an extra piece of fabric just to create a little tie so you can hold the binky, or like a little wooden teething ring, just for having like an additional option for our lamb. Next step is you're just going to put in the eyes and the nose. I left this on the template, but feel free to change the placement or whatever eye shape you'd like. I'm using a marker that will erase with water, and then I'm just going in. I took some brown embroidery thread, and I'm doing I believe it's a chain stitch or split stitch, just to make sure that the lines are nice and connected and even and looks really nice. So I just came in and took my time here. I'm really starting to enjoy embroidery, so this was really nice to do. After the embroidery was complete, I'm just going in to stuff the lamb. So I have a light batting, and you can just add as much as you'd like or as little as you'd like. And I just went in and did that. After I'm putting the blanket in place, so I showed here where you can either do in the corner like I have, or also in the center, which I've also seen done. Once you decide on your placement for your blanket, you're just going to tuck the seam allowance underneath, pin in place, and you can sew by machine, but I decided to sew by hand, just making sure that everything looks really nice and neat. And then you're done. So I hope you enjoy this sewing pattern. If you're interested in making one yourself, this is obviously free, so just see the link below, and I believe you just need to request access and I can provide that for you. I hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks so much, everyone. Bye.